home again. We're happy that you're following along with our cross collection here. This month I'm planning on sharing a cross from the country of Indonesia. Let me begin with a verse from Ephesians chapter 4, verse 3. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. In 2012, Alice and I had the wonderful opportunity to attend the World Prayer Assembly in Jakarta, Indonesia. There were over 900 people there. And during that conference, we had the opportunity to meet one gentleman called General Monang. And we arranged a meeting that we'd have the following week. In that meeting, we decided that we would attend his church, which was a Batak church which has Lutheran roots. And we went to that next Sunday to his church. And this is where we found out a wonderful story about his life. General Monang was a consultant now for the Indonesian government. He had an office in their facilities. And he had, down through the years, known English really well because he was trained here in the United States. General Monang asked us to come to his church, and he let me speak at the end of their service. It was on his family property, which he allowed the Batak to build this church. And afterwards, he escorted us to another building. And there were 5 buildings on this church property, and he had allowed during the previous 10 years 10 different churches to have weekend services there. And they were from Catholic to Pentecostal to Assembly of God and a variety of other backgrounds. They all had their separate services, but they came together for a potluck. And as we arrived, and we had the dinner, I found out that I was the main speaker, and I hadn't been told before. But what a wonderful opportunity, because this was Pentecost Sunday in May of 2012. And here I was having an opportunity to share the gospel message to a variety of people from a variety of backgrounds in Indonesia. After finishing the talk, Alice and I were both invited to come back up. And I did not realize that General Monang had made arrangements to give us a gift. And the wonderful thought was that they would give us a gift of a cross. They did not know we had a cross collection. This is the cross that they gave us. It wasn't handmade, and it wasn't finished when we first received it. It had the card attached to it, but it did tell on the card who the 10 churches were, and then their abbreviations are here on the bottom all the way around. And the little ribbon that's around is the Indonesian flag it represents. But I want you to understand that here was a group of churches, a group of Christians in a Muslim country that were meeting together under the common bond of Jesus Christ, but they had their different services and different practices of how to carry their religion out and relationship to Jesus Christ. And that's what I see. When I see this cross, I rejoice that we have a common bond with other Christians. We don't all worship the same practices, but I do know that we have the joy of relating to each other and common bond with